Good morning. This is Jill Sandwright Callender, the author of Making Do Growing Up Colored in the Jim Crow South During the Great Depression. And I am so excited because we have finished a couple of interviews, and then I have magazine interviews coming up very soon. Just want to get the word out about this wonderful book, and as Mr. Cooley said on It's Your Life, that it's a fascinating story because it's loosely based on the lives of my parents and what they encountered in growing up during the 1940s in Alabama. And as many of you know, it was the middle of Jim Crow, and the African Americans were given a really difficult time because of the prejudice that was still left over from slavery days and the Reconstruction period. And the voting rights were restricted on the African American and the population, which was a huge number of people, but they were restricted because the ruling governing classes in the South knew that uh, African Americans would vote for people that would give them more freedoms and more unrestricted lives, which is why the first migration happened, where a lot of African Americans or Black Americans went north to have more freedom, jobs, education, just things that were not uh, allowed in the South because of these restrictive governmental forces. So, how did people survive? How did they live in that period of time? Which was always my question. I asked my parents, what did you guys do? And the interesting thing that I found out is that their lives, they went on with their lives in the middle of this. It's sort of like an alternate universe. They went on with their lives, but their faith in God really helped them get through this period intact. Because my parents, they were not um, depressed and deflated people. They had vibrant lives, and they shared these lives with us, which is why I was so curious. How did you make it through? This was like such a repressive time. And they said we had faith that God would bring us through. And then they always had that dream that they would go north, and they did. And right after the war. So I think that hope kept them going and kept their dreams alive. And also, they knew that this was just a period of time. They did not know when it would end, when that repressiveness would end, but they had faith that God would bring them through it. So, this story has a volume two, and believe it or not, oh, there we go. Um, I'm working on volume two. We had to finish the audiobook. It was on my heart. My friend Phyllis Kelly did such an amazing job with 25 different characters that she was emulating and creating to make this story come alive. And now it's on Audible. I found out just this weekend, and it's out there. Barnes and Nobles, Nook, and I believe Google Play. So check it out. Um, the other thing is that we've moved, and that's part of what was going on. I could not keep a regular feed in the writer's notes because of the disruption of trying to pack everything up and move it out. So I have my entire inventory out here in Kentucky, where we are now. And it's just uh, four seasons. What can I say? Love it. All right. So I'll talk with you later. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please share, and I'll keep you updated as we have new developments pretty much every week and hope, hopefully more often. Thank you so much. And I'll talk with you later. Please subscribe. Please share.